What's going on? I'm Cliff Hill. You are tuned into BallerAlert. I am here with the one and only Mr. Jabari Banks. How you doing, man?
I'm good. How you doing?
Doing good, man. I just want to first congratulate you on an amazing first season, kicking off the second season now. I just watched the season finale of the first season last night, and man, it had me in tears again. The emotions, man. You were really acting your butt off on that last episode, man.
Oh man, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Listen, when you read that script, I know it was probably a while back when you read it and you saw the kind of emotions that it was going to take to come out of you. How did you prepare, for the emotions that came out on that last season, that last episode?
Yeah. It's important to really take time to process those emotions. And I had great people around me who allowed me that time, And so with that, I approached it from a place of truth, right? Like, I had to relate it back to my life, right? And like sometimes I use that approach when it comes to acting, and I felt like that was necessary to use for this scene and to bring out that raw emotion. And a lot of things came out that weren't on the page, and I'm grateful to have a great team and great writers and collaborators that kept it in, because those raw emotions.
Now, how much of that will we get to see in season 2? Kind of that
Oh, yeah.
emotion. Yeah.
Oh, on the emotional tip?
Yes.
We'll get to see that. A little less crybaby Will. I was crying like every episode last season. A little less. I think he's a little hardened, but he's still emotional for sure and still vulnerable. He's still vulnerable for sure. And he meets a lot of different characters in this vulnerable state, and he goes down this wild ride because of it.
Now, I want to congratulate you on your NAACP Image Award that's coming up. I mean, I hope you get it, man. I'm rooting for you. Just tell me, did you feel the pressures, just going into season 2 to do such a good job like you did the first season? And what were some of those pressures?
No. I mean, there definitely are always expectations when you do something twice, right? It's like, okay, now I expect it to be at this caliber, right? And for me, I wanted to push it past that, right? Like I had to let go of all the expectations that I think people would want, and I have to lean onto why I feel like season 1 was successful was because we were just telling the story in an authentic way, right? And so just do that again, like we're never going to get season 1 again, right? Season 1 is what it is. Season 2 is going to be what it is, right? And I think we successfully did that, and I'm super excited for people to take it in, digest it,
Before I wrap up, tell me, where were you? What was that moment like when you found out about your NAACP now?
Dang, I don't even know. I think I was in like the makeup chair. I think I was in the makeup chair. I was at work or something. And then my manager texted me and I was like, oh, that's dope. Like it's an honor. It's a privilege to even be in the conversation with those cats. Like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of beautiful artists that are in that category. So I'm grateful to be in that company.
Now, last question. I think the 3 people who kind of was left on the cliff was kind of Lisa, you guys' relationship. You and Carlton started getting together, then your dad. What are those dynamics like with those 3 people going into season 2?
So Lisa, Carlton, and who?
Your dad.
Oh, my dad. Right. Okay, got you. Lou, not my father. I'm joking. I'm still in character. I'm still in character. No, but so Lisa, when we pick up on Will and Lisa's story, I think Will is feeling like he jumped into everything too soon. Like he jumped in and Lisa was the first person that he kind of met out here that made him feel a sense of home, right? And so like he jumped into that relationship and he realized that like, maybe I need to take a step back from you and from the whole Banks family in general, right? And in Carlton, Carlton is and Will, they have really like cultivated this bond, you know what I mean? And like this camaraderie. And I think Carlton is the messenger between Will and Phil in the beginning of the season. He's like, Uncle Phil really wants you to come back home. And Will's like, no, I want to be my own man over here. So that's Will and Carlton's dynamic at the beginning of season 2. And then Lou is always looming over Will. Like he's the shadow, in Will's life. And he affects Will's decisions from day to day and how he approaches situations and how he deals with hardship.
So. Got you. Thanks so much for your time today. I'm excited to finish up season 2. Congrats and good luck with everything, man.
Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate it, man.